Well, hello there, folks. Back again. Your compost gardener and CEO, Pawpaw G, back with another video. Well, I might keep that one. I'll see. But anyway, how y'all doing today? Anyway, how y'all doing today? All right. But anyway, I'm back with another video, another compost gardening video. Your friendly neighborhood, or your friendly villager. Compost Gardening CEO, Pawpaw G. Back again. I'm going to do some more planting this morning. I just want to show you guys what I've been doing. I started replanting my new plot that I set up to begin to set and compost over several months, couple of months anyway, and start to what would I call it? Fermenting, something. I'd call it. I'm going to let me see. What I'm doing is I let it sit there for a couple of months. My new composting plot, and the worms has been having a chance to get after it, because they love that. Those, as you may know, they love composting leaves and wood chips and things like that. It draws them, as a matter of fact. It brings them in. But yeah, this is my compost garden that I've already planted. Well, I still got another row over there, some tomato plants. These are strawberries that my wife planted. A couple of strawberry plants. As you can see, that one's getting a bloom on it over there. And but anyway, this is another area space that I can start to plant another couple of. I probably can get another couple of rows in there. And but anyway, these are some collard greens for you that hadn't been seeing my videos. If you're new, subscribe to my YouTube channel and begin to see what I'm doing here with this new technique that I call compost gardening. This is a couple of plants here I have that are coming up. Anyway, let me go set my tools over here. Not tools really, but my what I'm using to do some planting over here. This is my new compost gardening setup here. But and these are some things that I've been planting last few days. I have corn over here. I have a row of corn over here. A row of okra right here, and two or three. I'm going to have 2 or 3 rows of bush beans over here. But so far so good. Oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying over here. This is my composting pile that I have over here. I call this technique compost gardening. because everything that's in it is a compost. It goes back to compost, or it goes to compost, which then in turn goes back to soil. Because you know everything comes out of the soil, all the plants and everything comes out of the soil, and so I call this a compost gardening technique because everything that's in it goes back to compost, goes back to the soil rather, after the worms have their way with it. But yes, this is a cantaloupe plant here, and this is a plant, if somebody know what it is, coming out of my compost pile. Somebody know what it is, put it in the comment section. It's blowing nicely in the breeze there. That's nice. That's a nice shot there. It's blowing in the breeze, wiggling and growing. I think the wind kind of helps I may not be right on this, but I think the wind kind of helps the soil to loosen up under them as they blow in the wind. Then they continue to grow. That's my theory on that. But maybe somebody can comment on that too, what they think, as a matter of fact. But as you can see how easy weeds comes out of a composting situation. It just came right up out of there, and all the as you can see, all the roots came up with it. So I'm gonna just throw that up there and let it become compost and go back to soil. But that's the way. That's how easy it is to weed a composting situation. But anyway, this is what I've been doing the last few days. I think I started planting last Friday, and this is Monday. I started planting Friday. I planted some yesterday, and I worked my way to this far right here. Because when I noticed when I started this new plot, since I've started planting it, I thought, wow, these are some long rows, considering I'm in the city of Gulfport, Mississippi. That's where I am. That's where I live, Gulfport, Mississippi. And this is, this is in my backyard. But after I made this plot and started planting it, I said, wow, I should be able to get quite a bit. I'm able to get quite a bit in this plot. So I'm glad I did it. I'm glad a thought came to me to do it, and began to put mulch, dried leaves, as you can see, and it's chip wood, basically, which is what mulch is anyway. I bought it at Lowe's. I bought some mulch at Lowe's because I didn't necessarily know where to get chip wood, and so I'm using mulch on top of all the dried leaves, that are under here, under there. But anyway, my son he was over here barbecuing the other day, and he threw some ash, the rest of the charcoal ash, in the garden. And in my composting garden, because all that's going to do is that's going back to compost too. The ashes from burnt wood. I see people using a lot of ash, in their gardens. And so what I did was I put some on my little spade that I use to dig up, which it does, you do have to do a little digging, as you can see, to get down to the good stuff, the soil. That's where I plant my seeds, into the soil, after I go dig down through the composting, decomposting material, which makes up my compost garden. And that's what I call it, compost gardening. But anyway, this is a technique that I've researched and found on YouTube, where you're looking at right now. My YouTube channel is called Scentflix. But anyway, it's a platform used, my Scentflix platform that I'm uploading these videos, these composting videos on. Is a platform that I started to be able to help villagers all over the world that's had the mind to do YouTubing, to help them grow and gain more resources and revenue through their YouTube channels by allowing the community of YouTubers that joins with Scentflix to, the idea is to pay, is to give 1 cent or more per video that you watch of anyone's videos. And I said 1 cent because it makes it very feasible for almost any YouTuber around the world to afford to, any village YouTuber afford to give to other village YouTubers. And there's a YouTube frenzy going on in anyway, I'm destroying that name, but I have to practice saying it better or more. Over in Kenya, there's a whole lot of YouTubers up and coming in Kenya. And it gave me the idea to use the Scentflix idea that I've had for years and years now. Probably 10 years or better. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm 67 myself. And probably 10 years or better, I've had this idea of Scentflix. And to be able to reward people with cents and pennies instead of likes, just likes by themselves, which likes help boost a person's morale as far as making videos or as far as making their posts or whatever, and you know, whether it's Facebook or YouTube or wherever. But I thought about the idea came to me to give everyone a cent, 1 cent or more for their efforts instead of just likes. I think that's going to work out fine. That's going to work out great the more people catch on to it. But anyway, you can be one of the first. Subscribe to my channel and continue to watch my compost gardening efforts. As I say, I'm the CEO of Compost Gardening. In my yard anyway. But yeah, continue to watch my videos and subscribe and watch my videos, because I think I have some real good information here for people that as you can see, as you saw that root, that weed that I pulled up over here on my composting pile, how easy it came up, because it was under composting material. The root, it was growing and growing strong, but the roots in composting material don't have much to grab hold of, and so it's easier to it makes it easier to weed, to get weeds out of things, out of a composting garden. It makes it easy. Look at that, look how that root came up there. But you can see for yourself how easy it is to weed. And then even as you're weeding the few weeds that you see, the weeds come few and far between. It's not that many. As you can see, even in this new plot here, in which I have, as I was planting, I was pulling up weeds too on the side of where I was planting at. So, it really wasn't that many. It really wasn't that many, but you can see how easy these little weeds come up out of the garden here. And then, like I said, they come few and far between, because the composting material smothers out the majority of the weed seeds or whatever that might come up. It smothers it out and smothers them out, and so not as many of them have a chance of making it to the top and come up and become bit of a problem for us as we garden, as we live and grow food, as we garden to grow food. Not as many weeds has a chance to survive in composting material. And then the few that comes up, they are few and far between. Few and far between. Not many at all. And so this composting gardening technique that I've said, began to call composting gardening. It really seems to be very beneficial. And as you can see, my tomato plants over there are coming up. They're coming up and they're jumping. My wife said to me the other day that the plants, the plants are really jumping and growing. Because as I said, this is a new technique that I'm using. And a lot of people say that I've had some people say to me that all that composting material, but how are things going to grow? Because soil is what makes things grow. And I always say that there's soil down under the composting material. And if you can imagine, that soil becomes very rich and it stays moist for a long time. It stays moist. I think I would have to go a lot of days, maybe weeks before it would really dry up under there, because it's steady keeping moisture held in. And so composting gardening, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can learn more. You can hear more about this technique of compost gardening. It's very unique. And matter of fact, I hadn't heard anybody else call them compost gardening before. I've heard of wood chip gardening and things like that, using wood chips and all. So I thought about it. I say, wow, it's all compost, and it's all going back to compost. And so, hey, it's great. It's a great technique. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do my intro. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A rang tang tang, a ting ting ting, a through the way, a bow wow wow, and a moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, and through the way we'd run. This is a song that my dad taught me and my siblings when we were young kids, young children, growing up here in Mississippi. He was he's from Columbia. See, Columbia? Yeah, I think it's Columbia. Not Columbus, but Columbia, Mississippi. And but he taught us that song when we were very young. I don't know who taught it to him, but I'm glad they did, because it served me very well through the years. It gave me a memory of my dad, because he passed when he was 51 years old, and I was about 5 years old when he passed. And as I said before, I'm 67 now, so I've been a lot of years without a dad. But a lot of people, some people have been longer than that without their dads. And my mom passed back in 1995. But anyway, I'm glad to have had my parents to instill in me what they knew to do. And but anyway, I'm a villager at heart. And if you listen to the words of that song, it sounds like a village. As I watch YouTube videos in Africa, done in Africa, it sounds like a village song that would have been sung, that could be sung in any village really around the world. And so I've enjoyed that song through the years. But anyway, let me go ahead and stop this video and get some planting done. I'm not taking time to plant on camera because as I said before, I'm a new YouTuber, and I got to get me a camera stand, a phone stand, or something to hold my get a GoPro or something that'll hold my video, that'll take so I can do videos as my audience watch, as you guys watch some more, instead of me having to use both hands to do planting. I can't hold my camera very well, and so anyway, you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and help me out. Another reason I started this channel is because I want to fund my way back to Africa, because that's where we came from. That's where we came from. People with melanated skin in America, the majority of us came from Africa. You might have a few immigrants. Then whoever they've immigrated from, they came from Africa too, really. When you get down to bare bone facts and everything, and really everybody, from what I understand, came from Africa. But we came at a later date out of Africa. Matter of fact, we were stolen out of Africa and scattered throughout the earth, or to the four corners of the earth. We were scattered. And so we're coming back into knowledge of who we are and who we were. Children of the Most High, Elohim, Yahuwah, Alua. We're coming back into the knowledge of who we were. They've hidden it from us, who we were, but now it's coming out through tools like YouTube and different things. Information is coming out about who the people are, who his chosen are, really. Hey, outro. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollowing around the merry street. A ring ting ting, a ting ting ting, a through the way, a bow wow wow, a moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, and through the way we'd run. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollowing around the merry street. A ring ting ting, a ting ting ting, a through the way, a bow wow wow, and a moo moo moo, and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, and through the way we'd run. Let me let y'all see this mug before I end the video. Here I am, Pawpaw G, your friendly village CEO of Composting Gardening. Thank you for watching this video.